Alright, hello YouTubers, this is Brian. First time I'm doing this. My wife is an expert YouTuber, so I thought I'd give it a run. Getting into baseball cards again. All started a couple of, let's see, about a month ago. Sorry if you can hear my dog drinking her water in the background. That's Taylor. You'll probably see much more of her if we keep this going. But anyway, live in a small place right now for the next couple months. But a couple months ago, 2 months, I had a water leak above us that started dripping through the ceiling. The dripping was on the side of the bed, and I looked under the bed, and there were, I'll have a picture of this later, 2 boxes of cards that were from the early 80s, back when I used to start collecting cards. So pulled them out, make sure they were protected. Didn't really think much of them, and I started going through them. And after going through them, started getting some interest, looking into it, and here I am today, back into the game, buying cards, learning a lot. It's changed a lot since the 80s when I was a kid. My dad used to collect a lot before me. Most of the cards I'll be showing you in later videos were cards collected by him that were, of course, me as the son. I was the lucky one to see them and eventually take care of them. But it's pretty neat. So I'll get right to it. Again, getting back into the stuff. There's a lot that has changed since the 80s. Cards are a lot less overproduced, which is a big problem back in the 80s. I think when the old cards, 80s, 86 tops, I have lots of those. There were just so many of them. They're so, these are the greats. But again, they were great, but not so great in cards because there was too many of them. So again, looking into it, they've kind of changed the ways. Topps has kind of changed their platform, the business model. So as I'm sure this is all nothing new to you guys. So I'm gonna and again, this is my second attempt of a video. This is my second attempt, maybe third, of my first video back into the card industry or hobby, I should say. So anyway, so I went out, got some cards, got immediately hooked. I'll show you I'll show you in a little bit, probably towards the end, which one got really hooked. I had this Topps Gypsy Queen box that I was going through. Again, that was my first video. I filmed it all. I went through every card. Thought it was awesome. I was getting the butterflies out and all that kind of stuff. But again, didn't work. So now I'm trying a new camera. But again, so just a synapse of what was through that. This is the 7 cards and the 1 card blaster. Out of that, I got these 2. Pretty good. Aaron Judge and this fortune teller. Again, I'm still learning the ropes, just like I'm sure a lot of people in my boat. Trying to get back into the swing of things. Watching some of these videos, these guys nowadays are way advanced. There are codes on the back of the cards. No such thing in the 80s. All that kind of stuff. But I saved this one. This is going to be my second video, so I hope this one works. So I got a Topps retail. Hope you guys can see this. And I'm gonna. I've seen a lot of these guys that do. They like to take a knife. A lot of the guys are a little too over the top for me. Again, I was a child when I did this, and my father did it, so we're just kind of like, we like to take it easy. I don't need to rip the cards box apart and slam the boxes and yada yada, all that kind of stuff. I might be giving you a little preview in the background of the card that actually got me really back into it. But so we'll try so again, I'm following suit from the people that I've seen. So everybody tries to make it look like, like it was, you know, like you would see it in the store. There you go. So that's a Heritage 2018 retail box. So we'll just get right into it. And again, another thing I've noticed about people that open boxes or packs, they try to pronounce everybody's name, and sure, I mean, you're not gonna. It's just something. It's not easy to do. So I won't try to do anything. You know, if you can see and read the ones that mean something, I will let you know. But here we go. Hamilton. More. That's a cool looking card. I like that. You got a decal edge. That's pretty cool. I like that one. And again, I'm following suit. First video, so over time these will get much better. I'm pretty sure, unless I just decide not to do this anymore because, you know, I'm getting bashed by you guys. But, you know, hopefully I'm reaching out, and some of you guys that aren't the professionals, like me, you know, we can enjoy this together and just break some cards. That's cool. This guy, Ty Blotch, don't know him. Pitcher. That's a cool looking card. Cubs 2018 Rookie Stars. That's pretty cool. Or is it really cool? I don't know. I'm just saying that because it looks cool. It's a lot of people, and that's another thing. When I watch these videos where everybody says every card looks cool, I don't know what they're trying to get from that. Sure, they all look cool, but is it really cool? Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's aesthetically appealing. That's what I like to call it. Like this one. Don't know this guy, but something's different about that card. It's really neat. Anyway, so far we got a decal. It's going to be a 24 card box. I don't know if for a first time I might have bitten off more than I can chew, but I just like the part of ripping them open. That's what got me addicted to watching these freaking videos on YouTube. And actually, I've been watching the Washington Capitals. Live in the Washington D.C. area. I mean, I wish I had some hockey cards right now. Like me some Ovechkin taking some pucks off of the face for these cards. But yeah, here we go. Heaney. Pedoria. I like the older cards, the flashbacks. They're just cool looking. They're probably not, whatever, he's another rookie. It's probably not what a lot of people, and again, I'm not going to go into, like, a lot of the people you see will be putting cards certain ways. You know, they do like kind of evaluation, but it looks like they're going to like take it and stick it right on eBay. I'm not really about that. I'm still in the phase where I like to enjoy the cards. You know, again, keep them pristine because it's been such a while. I mean, it's just the whole part of opening cards and looking at them and learning who they are. But again, I will put that one aside because rookies mean something. I do know that back from the 80s when I was even a child. You know, something special about when you see the rookie card. But this, there's lots of cool ones. You get Judge and Sanchez. Everybody likes Judge. There's certain buzzwords you hear nowadays, especially when you've been out of the business. Not business, but out of the hobby for a while. It's just cool to like learn the names. I'm actually getting much better. The Nationals were playing the Orioles. We just swept them for the first time, I think, since 2013. This past weekend, go Nats. But I'm actually starting to understand and recognize players, which is cool. This is what cards are about. It's about understanding the game. They need to have this kind of following for kids. Not just the people. That's the thing. I watch all these videos. People are in it for selling and making money. That's cool because there is definitely a market for that. That's the big difference that I see now. Again, I'm not reading the names as much. I'm just showing if something comes up, I'll go through it. But back when I started collecting cards, it was more about the game, not selling or making money, which is cool. But again, these and back then everything was a new set. Everything was a new set. You know, you have. I'm gonna have to blot that out. My wife just told me not to make this too long. She's a seasoned YouTuber, so we'll see. But again, everything was original. Now they're going back. They're going back and using the old designs, which I think says a lot about the old designs. People, I mean, because you can only do so much. You can only be so creative with a baseball card, and they really did it right the old days. However, they overdid it. There's too many of them, which is a cool part. But again, so I'll try to speed it up here. Again, taking my wife's advice. Everybody wants to see, you know, what I've got. I mean, I might just do a. Oh, look at that! It's a Mike Trout. That's a good one. Again, I haven't been out that long to where I don't understand what's a good hit or not a good hit, and I'll show you my best hit ever, which actually really got me in here in a couple of minutes. I like that one. That's a good card. Ryan Zimmerman. That's the #1 national. Been there forever. Like him. Saw him a couple times. Pitching leaders. It's American League. I don't see. Again, I don't know what 2017 pitch. It seems like those aren't the. I don't know what leaders they were. Not enough time to go over that. Oh, looks like I got a little dangly there. Refractor. Awesome. First one of those I've ever had. Again, I've only had 9 packs before this. This is I'm fresh off. So there you go. There's another Dodger. Kenta Mieda. I like that card. Refractor. Very good. And again, see those cards you couldn't get back in the 80s, back in the 90s. They didn't have those kind of designs. They were just cards. There was none of these. They didn't number this out of this, you know, blah blah. No autographs, you know, that kind of stuff. Those are the cards that I was looking at, and I'll show you guys more of those. And I'll be opening up a lot of those packs coming up. I got a pardon my French, butt ton of those I'm going to be bringing up in the future. I like this one, Astros, McCullers. So I'm here. I'm talking too much and not showing the cards, which is what you guys really want to see, which is what I want to see when I watch videos. I'm just listening to myself talk, which is good. So, all right, so not too bad. This actually might turn into another video. So again, first timer, equipment. Apparently my memory in this camera is not as great as I thought, but we'll look at a couple more. Martin Prado, McCain, Riviera. That's a good one. It's a 2017. Sometimes they got the 1969 cup on there. Some of the other ones. That's a nice one. Ian Happ, Jay Bryce, Palmer, Belt. Your Rizzo and Bryant, and then your Jason Kipnis. Not too bad. These are a little sticky there. And actually, this I got off of where I purchased this from, and that's one thing also I figured out is it's hard to find these things unless you go to a card store. I mean, everybody shows. Or they post, or they mention, you know, you go to Target or Walmart. I've been to several Targets and Walmarts in Washington D.C., the area in Fairfax, Virginia, and there are 0 of these. 0. Jose Batista. This was all from Google Express, which is the first thing I ever ordered off of Google Express. Francisco Lindor. That's all right. Alright, these are kind of cool. I've been trying to collect those. I think it's an Aaron Judge, the American League, and there's a Dodger, or there's like I think a Dodger for the National League. So that's going pretty good. Alright, so I'm running on 5 minutes. I might turn this into a 2 minutes. Well, once I paste all this stuff together, this might turn into a 2 video. Again, this will be what my wife is for. I think I got something different in here. It looked like Jason Hayward. Andrew Kushner. That's a little different looking, and you can tell. So I don't know if this is going to zoom in. How do you get this thing to zoom? That's another thing that's crazy is there are these numbers down here. You can't really see them to work on the zooming, but they're actually numbers, serial codes that mean something nowadays. Again, back in the 80s, no such thing. That's nice. Aaron Judge, rookie. Like that one. Oh, I just went completely out of focus here. Sorry, guys. There we go. So I like that. Well, of course I like it. Everyone else likes it. I mean, it's a nice rookie card. You got Carlos Beltran. But again, I think I'm gonna stop right there. I'm about halfway through this this pack of cards. So I'll go back and I'll show you. I'm going to show you why I started. I shouldn't have this guy in the front. I'll go back through, kind of backwards. I went to a local card shop just to see, how much it costs to send something off to PSA to get graded. Again, a lot of you guys already know what PSA grading means and how much it costs and all that stuff. But I didn't want to start an account, so local store. I was like, how much is it? Like $10 a card. All right, cool. So went in, picked up some cards there that day. That's a nice one I got. This one I think I've already shown. I don't know if it's that nice. I just like sticking them in the packs. But I found this guy. Here's a Pedro Martinez rookie card. That one's not fantastic, but it's a nice card. It's Aaron Judge decal. Here we go. Here's a top certified autographed issue. Got this out of one of the first 2 packs. That's pretty cool. Again, it's not the best one I've got. Didn't really hook me, sinking ladder like something I'm about to show you. There's some other cards. I got this out of a pack that I got from actually Walmart. It was one of those just random packs, and they just had random packs in it. So I got a Rockaroo. There's 2 Rockaroos in there. They're actually not too bad. Got an old Reggie Smith. That was pretty cool. But actually, well, I'm sorry. Here's a Chipper Jones. This one's not too bad. Chipper Jones. It's not his rookie or anything, but it's a nice looking card. But the card that actually did it for me, why I'm in it and I'm purchasing these is this guy. I'm sure that anyone that's watching this will understand. This is the Ohtani blue ink autograph. Second pack of Heritage that I bought ever. Pulled this thing out, and I've seen people that like buy cases and cases. So I'm pretty lucky. I mean, when I went back to the store, they're like, "Oh, you're the guy who pulled that out." I was like, "Yep, that's me." Don't know how I did it, but I don't know. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I'll come back later, break the rest of these packs. Hopefully there's another one of these in there. Then I will be extremely lucky. But anyway, that's it. Alright everyone, I'm back with trying the phone again. If you can tell by the background, this is a first go around. Again, just getting into it. Not an expert yet. I will get better. Some people like fancy backdrops. This is just more of like how I open cards. This is, at home. I'm not a professional yet. Don't think I'll ever be a professional. Some of these guys who are professionals kind of scare me with their they get a little too overzealous, a little too excited, and a little I don't know. I like this. This is when I was a kid kind of thing. Sure, there's some cards, especially in this set that I'm getting back to, that are worth some money. And sure, I like to collect though at the beginning. But however, just this part right here, that's the best. But there's no gum anymore. which is kind of cool because it doesn't muck up the cards. All right, so let's get right back into it. Got David Wright, Yadier Molina, Bauer, Margot, R.A. Dickey, John Lester. It's a nice card. Carlos Gomez, Mark Reynolds. Now, see, now I'm falling into the category of everyone else I was watching, and there's got to be a better way. So I'm going to read everyone's names, because when you have your base players, sure, everybody makes it to the major leagues, and they get you. If you've got a Major League Baseball card, then kudos to you. Nothing against any of these guys. I wish I had one. You know, I played baseball, little league, senior league. Hit a couple home runs myself, but didn't make it this far. So if you got one of these guys, you're pretty good. It's pretty amazing if you like the game, which I do. But again, I'm just going to go through these until something really sticks out. Everybody can see what I'm looking at. Again, these videos I've seen, some people they're like an hour long, which I'm gonna have to trim this one down, or I'll be in the same boat, because I can see how you could sit here and stare at cards. And again, if you have some good stories to tell in the background, like I remember, well, again, going back to the dad, it's a father-son thing. This is what it's all about, which is really cool. But now I'm on my own. I'm loving it. Cody Bellinger, there you go. It's nice. It's a 2017 Rookie All-Star. I know they have some of these that have 1969, and they have like errors that seem like they're on purpose errors, which is different than the old school errors that you would find. I have one of those that I'll show in another video. The Randy Johnson Marlboro being billboard in the background. Got a couple of those. It's kind of crazy because there's like different variations, and because back in the day, I guess in the 80s, they didn't have the best graphics department, so it took them 8 tries to get rid of the Marlboro sound, which I guess was a no-no. You don't want to advertise cigarettes on baseball cards, again, because the audience back then, and I think it still should be now, getting kids interested in activities and such as baseball, as opposed to sitting inside and playing video games and that kind of stuff. This is a way to get out, have some fun, and get some exercise. And that's how I got all of my exercise when I was a kid. It's another Bryce. It's a Bryce Harper Topps News. That's, again, yeah, there's the Dodgers. I think that, I'm not sure who that is. Maybe Kershaw and the puzzle in the back. But we'll see. There's a Mike Trout, and Bryce Harper and a Mike Trout. That's nice. That's going to be Aaron Judge in the back. CD Clevenger. Alright, so I'm going to speed it up here. So I'm running out of juice here, but I'm looking at a bunch of different YouTube channels out there. Up North Traders, I've seen those guys. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this or whatever when it's up there, but I enjoy watching them. Baseball Card Babe was one. She's got a lot of good stuff. There's the store out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I believe. That's pretty cool. Moonshot has nothing to do with baseball. I guess it's just stuff back in the era of 1969, which is kind of cool. And they got these cards that go back to last year's World Series Dodgers. That was a huge Dodgers fan before I moved to Northern Virginia. Now I'm a Nationals Bryce Harper, as long as he stays. He's probably got like a year. Alright, this is another pack. This is so freaking fun. Miguel Cabrera. I mean, again, and people, I watch this. I actually sit and watch 30 minutes of people doing this, so I hope someone enjoys Alex Bregman enjoys it as much as I do, obviously. or my commentary because of there's a decal. That's why it's hard to. It's another Yankee. They're like Yankee decal cards this year. Clint Frazier. Seems like they're all Yankees. Justin Upton. I always think of a Brave when I hear Upton, like the Upton brothers. They're back there. Carlos Carrera and Jonathan Scoop, second baseman. All right. I think I like the using. I think I like using the Android phone better than my actually Nikon camera. This seems to do a much better job. I'm sure. So if you made it this far and you didn't cut out before getting to here with the other camera, yeah, this is much better. Kendrick, he was actually leading the Nationals with in batting average at this point. Some Orioles. Speaking of the Nationals, Orioles, we just beat them in the Beltway series. Booyah! Dallas. What we got? Oh, there's somebody sneaking in here. Wow, this shouldn't be that. That's kind of weird. How do I get two of these? Seriously? These. Am I missing something here, guys? Or are there two here? Or is that just a weird? I guess that's just me. Sanchez. All right, get back on track here. ERA leaders: Kyle Seager, Chris Owings, and Alex Chapman. All right, so let's pick up the pace here. So you know what I want? I want another one of those Ohtanis or some more Joe. Actually, I'd like to see some more autographs. Again, this is a retail pack. I only had one pretty decent card so far. This is kind of thinking there would be more. Getting this. Perez, Rivera, Posey, like Phillies, rookies, you know, that's all fine and dandy. Getting close. Again, can't get over that. There's another one of those news cards. Several of those. Yeah. Steven Strasburg, Scherzer, Kershaw. That's nice. It's two. Yeah. Like old favorite, new favorite. Very good. Man, Holiday, not bad. Paxton. Yeah. Burr. Yeah. Kershaw, news. Well, 3 news in a row. Cody Bellinger, and so that like I only got all of Aaron Judge's backside on that. Plus, well, no, actually, it's more of Bellinger. That's who it is. To his eyeball. It's kind of weird. Once you look at these enough, you can actually tell who it is by like just a facial feature. Just crazy. Man, look at that. That pile is getting crazy. All right. Stanton, Schuler, Daniel Murphy. Hope he's supposed to be. He's been out all freaking season. So he's actually he might have played tonight, or maybe coming back. He was, yeah, key player for the Nationals. They need him this year. Chad Green, rookie Wilmar Defoe, like that. I like to have a Sato. I don't know if he's in here. Again, that's another thing that I kind of like don't get. So you got the Bowman Chromes. They supposedly are coming out in September or August or something like that. But again, there's so many derivations and just different cards nowadays, and they've got some crazy stuff. The autographs are cool. You didn't used to have those back in the day. Again, nothing there. All right, we're getting kind of skimpy. It's kind of disappointing, actually. I had a couple. I'm really not very psyched about these. Buster Posey, Sanchez. So I'm just going to be like one of those guys that you guys have, just in that, just in the ether of YouTube, that pulling random cards. Justin Turner. You know, nothing really special. I wish I would have done that live when I got the Ohtani. Thing was, but again, I bought 2 packs, and that was it. Not a whole entire like box. Oh, got something in here. No, it's just another one of those news cards, which is apparently what you're getting in these retail sets. Again, so I'm learning the difference between retail sets, hobby sets, blaster boxes, hobby boxes. I mean, it's crazy how much they're, you know. It's kind of annoying actually that they make it so, well, I guess it is and it's not, because depending on where you are, it's not really easy to acquire these things unless you do Amazon or Walmart.com or that kind of stuff. Cooler. Alright, down to the last 2. Get into a lot of breathing and not a lot of talking here. Gio pitched a good game the other night against the Orioles. I'm partial to the Nationals. George Blanco, Mookie Betts. Man, it seems like he's been around forever. See cards from him like Ray, Anthony Rendon, another good National. Kevin Guzman. Just beat you guys. Haha. Alright. Last one. Kind of a little lucky tap. Just made that up. Probably means nothing. We'll see. Yeah. Well, it's Aaron Judge, but whatever. It's another one of those. Carnito. Greg Kimbrell. Again, I got to look at those codes down here at the bottom. Some of these might be short prints. Again, I got to go back to this whole entire stack. Tanner Roark. It's not too bad. Paul Goldschmidt. And all right, we got a rookie, Josh Hader. All right, so again, nothing special. So next step, we go through this stack. On the back, look for short prints. Again, that's another. I need a magnifying glass to do that because they make it so. If you can see, they make it so small. Like, can you even see that? Yeah. Anyway, there's like a number. Go online. But anyway, all right. Video 1.